Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by today's title, I have a Calvin Klein swimwear video for you. So I have tried Calvin Klein swimwear before. I did do a video last year on my channel, which I'll leave in the description box down below if you want to check that out. So this time around we have some different styles, some different prints and different sizes. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So starting off with the first one, we have this gorgeous metallic blue. Now the sun is really bright at the moment, so I do apologise for the lighting, but it's a really nice metallic royal blue and it is a one shoulder strap, and it does have Calvin Klein sewn on in like a metal sort of detailing, and it does have removable padding, and the one strap is a thin adjustable strap as well, and this one does have stretch to it. There's also sort of like boning in the side for structure, so it does hold and give that support. So sorry, I'm going to hold the bottoms over here so you can see them a bit better. So these ones are like a cheeky hipster type, I believe. So it does have again the silver metal detailing on the front. They are a little bit more high leg, and then on the back they do have a seam that goes down the back, which I guess is to kind of go sort of in the cheeks and like kind of accentuate a bit more. And they are kind of like the back are more like a seamless material. I don't really know how to describe it, but this bit is kind of more seamless on the side, but whereas on the front you do have kind of like the thick lining, and these ones do have quite a bit of stretch to them as well. So I did get both of those pieces in a size extra large. The bottoms were £38 and the top was £50, so obviously Calvin Klein is not cheap, we all know that. For this swimsuit I will say that the top fits really nicely. It does give me a little bit more support. There is enough room. An extra large is a perfect fit for me. There's still more room obviously if you do have bigger boobs or you are a bit bigger than me, and then of course you can adjust the strap if you need to adjust that as well, but I do find this holds up pretty well. I didn't find it falling down one side like some swimwear can do. It is also a really lovely material and colour. It's super silky and soft on the skin. It's really comfortable to wear. The bottoms are quite tight on me. I don't quite understand why, because you'll see in a minute the next bikini is basically the same and the same size, but the other one has a lot more room, whereas this one doesn't have much room. They are a bit more snug. I do think I would need to size up in them. They're just a bit too tight for me. I can feel them really restricting my stomach and my hips. And the back is super cheeky. They do go right into the cheeks, but because they are tight, they are kind of restricting that area as well. They are a little bit more uncomfortable on the bottoms, but I do like the feel overall. I do like the kind of like seamless feel on the bottoms. If the bottoms were in a bigger size, this one would definitely be really flattering, and the colour really complements my skin tone as well. I do really love the colour of this one. Okay, so next up we have the bikini that I was talking about. So this is basically the same as the blue one, like the same kind of material and like shimmery metallic. This one obviously is a little bit more shimmery. Again, they do have different style top and bottoms if this isn't your style, but it's this gorgeous, like, I would say it's kind of like a bit more coppery in real life, but it is titled as silver, so obviously it's just a lovely triangle bikini bra. You can obviously alter the top and the bottom straps depending on how big or loose you need them, and the bottom obviously is elasticated and it does have removable padding as well. This one is a little bit more minimal and simplistic, but it does again have the Calvin Klein detailing there. And then just to show you the inside, it's just a nice thick double lined material. So the bottoms are exactly the same as the blue ones. They're exactly the same style. They are called Brazilian. Yeah, exactly the same. They do have the detailing there, and then the back again has a seam down the back, and they are kind of like again more seamless, and they are also double lined. They do also have a bit more stretch than the blue ones, which is kind of why they probably fit a little bit better as well. The thing I don't understand with this bikini is the top is £50, which is the same as the other one. The bottoms are exactly the same as the blue ones, but these ones are £42, so they are £4 more, which I don't really understand. And I did get both of those pieces in a size extra large. Now the top fits perfectly. I absolutely love it. It's got a good support to it. It's a really nice thick material. It's comfortable on the skin. Sometimes when you find with metallic bikinis they can be a little bit like scratchy and itchy, but this one's kind of like all silky and soft, if that's kind of the way to put it. The bottoms fit perfectly. I do really like the style of these bottoms. Like I said, they're not as tight as the blue ones. They are less snug. They do have a bit more room to them. I do like how they sit on me. I like that I can pull them straight into my hips, and again, the bottoms are very cheeky on the back. They do go right into the cheeks. Like I said, they are Brazilian, so that's kind of like the style that they are. Obviously, the price does reflect the bikini. I do think it's very well made. It's very high quality. It's double lined. It's nice and comfortable on the skin. It's not itchy or uncomfortable. So we do have a different style for the next bikini. It's this really cute two-tone red and black bikini top. So as you can see, it does kind of like dip down in the middle, just kind of flatter your chest and show obviously a bit more cleavage. It does have Calvin Klein on the straps, which isn't too bad. It is more minimal, and they do have tons of stretch to them, and then obviously it does have removable padding as well. And the back, because the straps are stretchy, they don't have any adjustable straps, and then they do just have like a simple black clasp to do the back up. And again, this one does have a lot of room as well, and there is a bit more structure at the side just to kind of keep the bikini in place and supports everything. This is what the bottoms look like. I would say again, maybe they are kind of like the Brazilian style, so they basically match the same as the top. They have the minimal Calvin Klein logo on the band, and then they are just sort of plain. And then the back does follow suit of the previous two. It does have the seam down the back, and then it is kind of just like a seamless kind of fill-in material. So I did get both those pieces in a size extra large. The top was £46 and the bottoms were £42. Now for the majority of Calvin Klein swimwear, they only go from extra small to extra large, and then they do occasionally put some plus size pieces on there. Now I was actually surprised at this bikini. I kind of picked it up just thinking it wasn't going to be that great, to be honest, but I do really like this one. It actually fits a lot better than expected. This one is probably the most comfiest and stretchiest out of them all. It has a lot more room to it. It's sitting nicely on my figure. It's not pinching any fat. It just flatters my figure. It's just got a lot more room to it than expected. The top fits perfectly. Obviously there is more room if you do have bigger boobs. It has a lot of stretch to it, and it's just kind of a bit more simple and basic for me. Again, there's no sort of bold Calvin Klein print on there, so it is very minimal. The bottoms, like I said, they do have a lot more room to them. They are the stretchiest and comfiest ones that I picked up. They do again go right into the cheeks, but these bottoms still have kind of like half and half coverage, I would say, so you've still got like half your cheeks on show and half covered. Again, the price is expensive, but it's reflected in the material, the quality, just literally everything. Like Calvin Klein are always on point with things like that. Okay, next up we have a nice simple and basic one. So the bikini top looks like this. It does kind of remind me of their lingerie, but yeah, just completely black, and then it does have Calvin Klein on the band, and then the back is a more racer style back, and then again it does have Calvin Klein on there, and this one does have tons of stretch to it, and there is removable padding as well. So the bottoms look like the modern brief type bottoms, so they are like a big full coverage bottoms. Pretty much the same as the top. They do have the logo on the band and again on the back, and like you can see they are very full coverage, and again they do have tons of stretch to them, but it is a more tighter stretch. So again, I did get both of the pieces in a size extra large. The top was 46 and the bottoms were 38. Overall, I do really like this bikini. It's very simple and basic, and sometimes simple is better. I do like the fact it's just plain black. I do think this one is very nice on my figure and it does flatter it. The top fits perfect, which I kind of thought it would just because it's similar to the bralettes that I have. It's very supportive, and obviously the tight elastic band does give that support as well. I do absolutely love the style of the top. The bottoms are a little bit more on the tighter side, and like I said, they are more full coverage, so this probably is more of like a family friendly bikini. But yeah, the top is definitely a bit of me. Just if the bottoms were a little bit more cheekier, then this one would definitely be like me to a T. Again, the quality is really nice, the material is really nice. Okay, so I left this one till last because this one is actually from the plus size section. So this is what it looks like. It's a lovely blue and yellow print. Never tried a print like this or a colour like this, and then it does have the contrasting black straps. It does have the Calvin Klein logo on it, and again it does follow suit on the back. The straps are obviously not adjustable, and then the clasp is a lot thicker than the previous one just because obviously it is plus size, and if you're plus size you tend to have bigger boobs, so this one does have a lot more thickness to it and material, if that makes sense. And obviously the pads are removable and then just to show you guys, like it has tons of stretch to it as well, and there is a bit more bone structure support at the side for your boobs. So the bottoms are exactly the same as those black ones, so this is what they look like. They are very full coverage. They do again have the contrasting band with the logo on there, and that is what the back looks like. And again, they do have tons of stretch to it, but it is obviously a more tighter stretch. So like I said, this one is in the plus size. They do have this colour in black as well, so I did pick the top and bottoms both up in a 1X. The top was 54 and the bottoms were 42. So if I start off with the top fits absolutely perfect. I was a bit more conscious that it might be a bit bigger, but it's literally kind of like the same fit as the extra large. Obviously there is more room if you do have bigger boobs. Obviously the straps are super stretchy and thick, so there is a lot of support there for your girls if you do have bigger boobs. The bottoms are much tighter than expected. I feel like they're pretty much the same as the size extra large in the black, if not smaller. They didn't have as much stretching as room as I thought they would be for a 1X, because in the lingerie that I get, if I get a size 1X, they have tons of room to them, so I probably would need to just size up to a 2X just so they aren't as restrictive and as tight height. Again, overall they are very full coverage, so if you do prefer that, then this is definitely for you. I still think the bikini flatters my figure overall. Again, I can pull it straight up into my hip, but just a bit more disappointed that the 1X was smaller than I expected. Obviously I would expect a lot more room for them, but yeah, I would just have to size up in the bottoms next time, and at least I know for future as well. So they were all the bikinis that I picked up. I will leave all the links down in the description box if you want to check any of them out. I think my top picks from this would definitely have to be the red bikini, just because it is very stretchy and comfortable, and then I do really like the metallic one as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments below which one was your favourite. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video.